Hello everybody and welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. So we have to be really quick today purely because once this rain is finished I reckon this wheat field will be about perfect for us. Let's put all this together and jump into here. By the time we get down it should be alright. Hopefully it'll stop raining by then and we can get straight on to harvesting. Because if you remember in 2 episodes ago, the bit that we did bring in from the wheat field, it was overly dry. So if we get this cut where it's either top of the range for grade A with moisture, which I think is about 13%, even if we get it cut and it's a bit higher than that, I think we can play the system, and once it all mixes in together, we can then start getting up those grades to get the best quality wheat as we possibly can. But anyways, so whilst it's raining, we are going to get the tractor down and the trailer down. Once we're down there with this, we can then come back, we can get the combine down, and then hopefully we'll be ready to get combining. But before we do, we'll get the moisture meter out and we will check. As you'll notice, we have moved on into August 1, and we went obviously through July 2. But that was just because in July 2, the moisture of the field still wasn't very good for us either. It was still just too dry, even after it rained on top of it. So by moving on again, it just seemed to be the best possible thing. And hopefully, like I say, if this works out with the rain and the moisture and all that, then this will be absolutely brilliant. Luckily, we can't destroy that cover crop, so that'll be giving us a bonus as well. And saying that, do we have, if we look on the map, do we have, yes, the bit of damage that was up here seems to have disappeared. So fingers crossed that will be exactly the same when we go to put maize silage in. So when we do pull off the road here, I just want to have a look to see what sort of state our maize silage is going to be, whether that's ready or not. Because if it is going to be ready, we need to make sure that we have the contractors on standby to come with a forage harvester. And when I say contractors, I'm sort of half role playing that we'll pay the leasing to get the forage harvester, but we'll need a worker or a contractor to go and do all the work for, to drive it for us. And then obviously we can class their wages. Well, we'll obviously be paying them a wage, but the bulk of their wages in actually doing the contract itself. But let's put that on, and let's go on to here, and let's see when that is ready to harvest. Not yet. I know in normal maize you can forage harvester it is it the month before? I don't know what the crack would be with us doing it on here with maize silage. But anyways, with this now all set up, that should, oh yeah, we need to unfold first. Yeah, that's rookie error again. This combine and manual attach, it just confuses me so much. But right, let's spin this round here and let's have a look to see what moisture we're at. So like I say, remember the first bit we cut was at like 6%. So if this is slightly over, which is 12.2, and if we pull this up, 13% is still in the hundreds. So between 11 and 13 is 100%. The 6% we were getting puts us in class C. So the higher this is, it may average it all out in our favour. But for the time being, let's just sit in the combine and we'll wait for this rain to stop. Because I don't know whether you still get a deduction if you harvest whilst it's raining. So it should be stopping anytime soon. But in the meantime, let's have a look. There's nothing in there really for us. So I won't bother looking in there no more. We will have a look at the red tape mod. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this manure because the maximum allowed storage is 5,000 litres. I don't know whether that's in a manure clamp like pit or that's in the shed. So we will have to keep an eye on that. Animal conditions. So we're going 0.5, so that means the animals are all healthy. Slurry management, we haven't started with that. Contamination, we're fine. Crop rotation, we're actually doing really well there at the minute, which is something that's very easy for us to keep on top of. Scheme, so we currently have reduced bale wrapping. So as long as we don't wrap any bales, we can get that. That runs out in September, maybe. We have no tax because we keep spending money, which is a good thing. And then, yeah, we've got our rotations here. So canola, that's what we've just put into that hummus active. And grants, I haven't seen a grant appear yet for us, but that will come. It will all come in time. Right, come on, Rain, let's finish. So now it's just to test the moisture. So I still don't really know how this thing works. It tells me in the bottom right what the moisture is. But it says here, moisture, measure moisture, click. Nothing seems to really change. Anyways, 14.2%. That is just over the threshold, isn't it? Yeah, just over the threshold. But like I say, I am hoping it will all average out. And especially with the middle of the field to get cut and put in, it may work out that we can get a grade C at the end of all this. I need to have a look at when canola needs to be planted, because I've got a funny feeling that this could be the last month that we can put it in. Because I think canola, the way canola goes, it needs to be in the ground, whilst the ground has got a temperature of 10 degrees, I think. But anyways, canola. Okay, that's actually really good. It's the first month of the planting season, so it does give us plenty of time. So we'll get this emptied into the trailer. We can then look at packing the combine away. And then I was half toying with putting the baler on and just getting it baled straight away. But I think what may be a better idea is to take the trailer up, get this back into our grain store. Because then at least then we know that it definitely can't get any wetter. And I got it wrong at the start of that time lapse when I said hopefully a grade C. What I'm hoping is we should definitely be now a grade B, but whether it's a high grade B or a low grade A, that's what I don't know what we could be. Obviously, I'm hoping for the grade A as much as possible. Will we detach this first time? Hey, right, I'm getting much, much better at getting this taken off, which is a brilliant thing. I believe that's the last of our harvest for this year. So we can, when we take this back to the yard, we'll need to put a tractor on the pressure washer. Oh, that's attached on as well. We need to put a tractor on the pressure washer, so we will take that back up. But we can get this washed off and put it away in our store, because the only field we have left is the maize silage, which, like I say, that's going to go to a contractor to do that. And then I may do that this month or next month, but that wants to come in for silage, because then we've got plenty of hay. We'll then have plenty of straw after we've baled this in this episode. Yeah, so it's just the silage we're missing to get our TMR. So I have decided that we are going to get a field of alfalfa at some point. But in my head at the minute, I believe we need at least 2 more fields. Obviously, another one for arable, and then the other one can go towards alfalfa, because I would like to, at some point, that field up there, get that ploughed out and put that into a crop. But can't use this combine to do it. Out of interest, I am going to tip this trailer into here and then instantly go and fill up. See whether, not fill it completely, obviously just put a little bit in, and see whether that will let us know exactly what score we've managed to get. I have a feeling we're going to be high Bs, which a high B would want to be on that one. A high B would be 10, 11% is where I think we're going to be. Oh, we've just scraped it. 11.3. Oh, that's amazing. That's made me really happy now that we've got max value and almost max yield for the field. So, yeah, we couldn't have got that any better if we tried. But anyways, I'm going to take the trailer off here. And then we can jump into here. That made it a lot quicker, starting from high up like so. And where is our bale trailer? I think, do we leave it in the blocking the way? Yeah, blocking the way for our neighbours, which that's no bother. You know, it stops them coming through our yard to get to their field. So we'll go put this on. We'll take this down. Well, should we take it down? Because no matter what, we're going to have to do an empty load at some point, aren't we? I think let's take it down, because then at least we can leave it there and we can get it stacked up. You know, even if we don't have time to bring it back, we can get it stacked up when we take the Kramer down. So we'll just leave this on the side of the field somewhere like here. I think that'll do. We'll take it off. We can then go put the baler on. So we want to do pipes first, detach. Then yeah, we'll get the baler put on and then we can get this field baled. So I thought I might as well just get cracked on and I can bring this straight back up to the yard because I forgot we left the combine out. So let's just reverse this into here like so. And then we can get it off. I don't know why that hand has appeared because I haven't used super strength. Is it? Oh, it is actually working as well. Yeah, because if I go on to here, nothing's turned on. There. I don't know why that was on. Right, I need two because we can do a few jobs here in one go. So if we take the front weight off, so we'll take that down over to here. We can then put the pressure washer, which keeps falling over. I forgot I need to lower it. That is something that does catch me out every time, is remembering to lower. And not just that, when we go to pick it up, I do forget to raise it again. So I'll be there going, why is this going so slow? And then I'll remember, yeah, we've got a bit of an anchor on the front. Right, let's see if this will pick it up. If we just go like that to get as close as possible. No. Right, well, we managed to wrestle it up, which is a good start. So let's hop back into here. Obviously, as I've just mentioned, we're going to have to lift it up off the ground and let's go take it over to the combine. Because if I park this correctly, I should be able to wash the combine header, trailer and this tractor off all in one go. And if that is the case, then this is one of the perks of this pressure washer. So right, let's get that on. Let's go to here first. So that's going down nicely. So we now have one clean combine, although the paintwork's a bit knackered. Now we can move on to the header, which it's not registering just yet that we're cleaning. There we go. Right, now that's getting cleaned. And then I presume, or I think, is the trailer. Trailer looks clean anyways. Right, we can then move on to our tractor, because whilst it's here, it'd be rude not to. And then it's just a matter of putting the pressure washer back. I may leave it down this bottom for now. We don't need to, there's no real need for it to be near the workshop. It was just one of those things, I just placed it there. But if we can, I'd like to try place it on a bit more level ground so it stops it falling. No, get back into the tractor. I forgot to drop it. Yeah, so it stops falling down, because obviously I don't want to have to keep flicking it around all the time. So let's detach that, hop back into here. We can now go and get the bale trailer's down there. So if we head down now, I want to pick up something from the dealership, and I also want to check out when we get out to put because the tedder's there. I'm going to put the tedder on the front, go to our field and put the trailer on the back. But when we get out to put the tedder on, I want to just check what my tyres are like. So if we just pull to there, we should be close enough. Yes, we are. So we don't need to put the pipes and the tedder on. I completely forgot to check what my tyres are. Oh, so we're only 33%, so that's not bad at all. So I wonder why we were slipping so much in the previous episode. I just need to put this on, go get the Kramer, and then we can get this field finally sorted. Just so nice, and especially like the reversing there. I'm a bit stuck now because this is where these machines aren't the greatest. It's for the pallets, but there you've got your camera on the back. You can't really. There you can see it just in between the beacon and the number plate. And so when you're in cab, if you look at your screen, it will show you what's behind you. So it does make life very, very easy. But anyways, for this episode, I think I'm going to finish it there. So in the next one, we need to get that field cultivated and get, cultivated canola and rolled. So that's going to be a very busy episode. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.